Greetings, I'm Bishop Dr. Ethan Ogletree, the pastor of New Destiny Praise and Worship Center. I'm sitting with one of my spiritual sons, Kenneth, Deacon Kenneth Sumuel. And today I preached a message on scars. Don't hide those scars. Came out of John chapter 20, verses 19 through 22. And one of the interesting things that the story tells out of the Gospel of John is that Jesus revealed his scars. He showed them where his hands, his side, and he did not mind showing them and revealing to them his personal pain. Let me ask you a question, son. How do you reflect on two things? You can discuss it. Scars shape our testimony. And then scars sometimes, they really do shape our theology.
Good question, Bishop. I believe scars do shape our testimony. Even with scars, you have a testimony. But if you don't be truthful about your scars, then what is the purpose of the testimony? I believe that if you don't share the testimony, how can you help others with their scars? And I remember that you said in the word that scars don't live on dead things. They live on things that's alive. So if you're alive, that means you must keep moving. And in order to keep moving, you have to have a testimony about your scars. That's what I believe. And when it comes to your theology, what was the theology? Sorry.
That's okay.
Woo, that's deep right there, because it would affect what God is telling you to say or telling you to do, because you worried about the scars. And sometimes it's like deep tissue. If you so deep and not with God, you can be saying things that he don't want you to say.
Yeah.
You could be showing things he don't want you to show. If he say, show this and say this, that's what you have to do. Yeah. But I think sometimes we so afraid because people judge your scars. Yeah. I'm a true testament of that. Hey, I'm dealing with scars now.
Yeah.
And you said it, partner with someone. Talk with them first.
Yeah.
Because if you get with someone that can really help you transition through your scars, I think that right there can shape and mold you to really give the true testimony first and move forward, so it won't affect nothing that God told you to share.
Well, sometimes, son, you just brought up a great point. Sometimes our testimonies are not theological.
Yes.
And they are just what we want to believe or say. This is my testimony, because it sounds profound. One, if you are the cause of the scar, you can't say this a testimony.
Exactly.
But then there is a point to where many of us are misapplying scripture in theological spaces to talk about scars. And it really is a childhood or some level of adolescence, some level of young adulthood, that we believe theologically that God's supposed to answer us quickly.
Right.
That this life as a believer exempts us from struggle, from chaos, but yet the enemy is a big disruptor. And part of growth is disrupting. Job family, he lost them. He lost everything.
Yes, sir.
David had to go through trial and error. Even though he was anointed, he still couldn't get the role as king.
Right.
Now, he chose not to put his mouth or hand on either king. You see, Saul or Absalom.
Yeah.
And Moses, by faith, stepped out on faith and walked with God. Hey, he believed even though he didn't know.
Right.
And sometimes theology, our theological frame, puts us in positions where we don't really have an answer.
That's right.
That we have to trust God and believe that he can do it.
That's true.
What you think about that?
That's
I know I said a lot, but what you
no,
think?
that's the truth. I mean, like I said, when you think deep about it, what is God telling you through the scars? Theologically, what is He telling you? You can't stay in bed. We can mourn, but we got to keep moving. Mourning and moving goes together.
Yeah.
He don't want you to just stay down. Right now today, I might be mourning, but I got to keep moving. And theologically, I think that shows the true testament of scars don't make us. It don't break us. It just give us something to show that God is real.
Wow.
So it's major to have scars.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like you said, we're going to have physical scars. We're going to have financially scars. We're going to have spiritual scars. But we got to keep moving. It's deep.
It's deep.
It's deep.
Hey, listen, church, everybody has scars.
Yes.
And what you have to be careful of is people who are in your circle who use your scars against you and don't use the scars to help develop you. And that's the framework of God development. He shapes our character, He shapes our courage, and He'll provide comfort in the time of need. May God bless you, and remember, scars don't grow on dead things. They only grow on what's alive. God bless you. Take care.